Should we allow stem cell research or not? Stem cells are a type of body cell that are not yet specialized. They have the ability to change into whatever type of cell they need to. Stem cell research revolved around finding out how these cells specialize and how they develop into the cell they need to become. Scientists normally take stem cells from aborted embryos. This is where the controversy starts because people don't agree with scientists taking cells from embryos. In order to solve this, scientists started using induced pluripotent stem cells. These are artificial stem cells that are made from somatic adult cells, but function as an embryonic stem cell. People that are pro-stem cell research say that it will help develop cures for many diseases and help many people with organ damage. People who are against stem cell research see embryonic stem cells as basically abortion. There are religious reasons and stem cell research goes against it. Although there are two sides to the story, the side that supports stem cell research outweighs the side that doesn't. The ability to fight many diseases to benefit the health of many far outweighs offending people. Another topic is the ownership of genetic material or genetic patenting. Henrietta Lacks was a poor African-American tobacco farmer who died of cervical cancer. HeLa cells came from Henrietta. A doctor would grow her cells on a petri dish and use them to make a profit because they reproduced very fast. However, he did this without the family's permission. This raises the question if doctors should inform their patients about their intentions of their cells. The doctor was able to make a lot of money while Henrietta's family had to suffer in poverty. If the doctor were to ask the family for permission, then her family would be able to get a portion of the profits to help them live more comfortably. According to the Clinical Center, if someone consents to being part of a medical research group, the doctor must inform them of the procedure, what they should expect, and how long it will take. Many believe with this approach because people believe that we should be able to choose what happens to our body and that if someone takes a part of us without our consent, it is an invasion of privacy. These rights protect patients. However, it also can slow down a doctor's research. The doctor will have to wait to find people who will agree to all the procedures and conditions. Gathering information will be more difficult due to needing someone's consent. If doctors were able to take cells without consent, they will have a higher variety of cells to work with. In 2010, the United Kingdom's medical information system was unorganized and doctors would mistakenly take organs from patients that said they didn't want their organs to be taken. Their records would be changed so that the doctors could use their organs. Today, a doctor must have written consent in order to use someone's organs. They can be punished if they accidentally take someone's organs without their consent. Here is an example where a patient's cells were being sold without their permission. John Moore had a disease called hairy cell leukemia. He would visit a specialist named David Gold at UCLA for consults on the disease. Moore would return every few months to LA to do checkups and have his blood, bone marrow, and semen drawn. One day, he asked Gold if he was using his tissues for commercial use, but Gold said UCLA would never do that. Moore would sign that paper about using his tissues for commercial use with the "I don't." However, he received papers with the same form saying that he wrote "I do." Moore consulted a lawyer and the lawyer found out that Gold had patented the tissue and cells collected from Moore and called it Mo cells. Moore later sued Dr. Gold claiming property rights over his cells and that Gold stole them from him. At first it was dismissed, but later he appealed and he won the case. According to the New York Times, a patient must have the ultimate power to control what becomes of his or her tissues. However, Gold appealed and won, citing that any ownership that one owns over their cells is gone once those cells have been removed from the body. The court rules that Moore was correct in saying that Gold had a lack of informed consent and breach of fiduciary duty, meaning that Gold should have informed Moore that he was going to try and make a profit off his cells and raise concern about the lack of recognition, consent, and ownership. This conflict helped establish the rules that affect people today, although it wasn't correct for the doctor to manipulate Moore into giving his cells. Without the studies done on the cells, we wouldn't know about the valuable proteins in hairy cell leukemia. Doctors should be required to ask for permission in order to take anything from a patient like their cells. The trust between doctors and their patients is very important and the patients should be able to feel safe with their doctors knowing they won't be taken advantage of. Doctors and scientists should be allowed to continue their research on cells as long as they are honest with their patients and the patients know what they are getting themselves into. As the medical field continues to grow, doctors will be able to find more cures to old and new diseases. There will be a wider variety of treatments that doctors can use for their patients which will increase the rates of survivals. As long as there is transparency between doctors and their patients, we will be able to continue moving forward in the medical field.